already did this once this morning, but the sound didn't work. We're going to take a look at the first problem. I'm going to change the first problem a little bit to 3x is less than 9 because it'll be easier to speak about. So we're going to solve these like we've been solving for the past 3 weeks. My process is to find my variable. This is called an inequality. There's no equal sign here. We want to make sure we keep this. We keep writing this and not write equals. That's what the mistake people are making is they write equals. This is always needs a less than sign. So it's 3 times x is less than 9. To get rid of multiplying by 3, I got to do the opposite operation. The opposite operation of multiplication is not subtraction, be division. So I'm dividing by 3 because I want to get the 3 away from the x. That's why I'm not doing anything with the 9. That's going to get my x by itself, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we then need to graph x is less than 3. I'm going to start by drawing a circle. There was people not doing this on the quiz, but you want to draw a circle at the number here. Not this number up here. That's not what we're looking at. You're looking at after you solve the problem. Once we draw the circle at 3, I want to go less than. So obviously the numbers that are less than 3 are 2, 1, and 0. So I want to go this way. And I'm going to draw a line that way. And that's this first problem. So there is a difference. There is one change we got to be careful of. And that you can see this change in the next couple problems. This is saying negative 4 times a is, I'm going to just copy and paste that. You can also hit this and open it up. I'll do that on the next one. Greater than or equal to 12. This is where you're going to see a small difference on how we're solving. We're still going to look for the variable. So over here. So that means I got to get rid of this, negative 4, not the 12. And the opposite of negative 4 times a would not be plus 4. Some people do that. We can't do that because we can't combine like terms. They're not like terms. So I would divide still, right? I'm dividing by negative 4. And this is where the difference comes between equations and inequalities. When you divide through by a negative, see how we divided both sides by a negative? I actually have to change the way the inequality sign is facing. So I'm going to change that from a greater than or equal to sign to a less than or equal to sign. I just want to keep the line underneath. I just want to change the way it's facing. So here, I'm going to start at negative 3. Do I color it in? Let me see that you color it in there. And I want to go less than or equal to. Less than is this way. These numbers are smaller. So the key here was we had a negative 4 times a. I divided both sides by negative 4, and that meant I had to switch the way the equality sign was going. Inequality sign, sorry. Here we have x divided by negative 2. And we only do this when it's multiplication and division with negatives. If I was adding or subtracting, we never change the face of the sign. But here, to get rid of dividing by negative 2, we're going to have to multiply both sides by negative 2. Once again, you see how we multiply both sides by a negative. We're going to have to take the less than sign and switch it around to a greater than sign. This is the new part. If you're multiplying both sides, or if you're dividing both sides by a negative, not by a positive, by a negative, that's when you have to change it. So this is going to take a little bit of getting used to, and don't worry if you mess it up a few times. We'll keep correcting it until you get it. So I want to go to negative 6. That's here. Right? I do not color it in because there's no line, and I want greater than, which this way would be greater than. This way is greater than. So this one's saying 6 times x is greater than or equal to 18. We have to find the variable. It's over here. So I'm getting rid of multiplying by 6. I'm not doing anything with the 18. Opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6. In this case, we're dividing by a positive 6. That gets my x by itself. We do not have to change the sign because this isn't negative. If it was negative, I would switch it, but it's not. Remember, it's only with division and multiplication. We have to think about that. So when x is greater than or equal to 3, I'm going to circle the 3. It does have to equal, so I will color that in. And greater than goes this way. So that's how you do these guys. All right.